know, I mean, we know, it is known. Whenever Gluto came over here to Mexico, to his training arc, Mexican training arc, he came back stronger.
Of course.
And that's fact. That's true for every single competitor. That's been like Mr. R also leveling up every single time he's here. Ya empezamos.
Yep.
Are we in it already?
And we're in it to win it, bro. We got a very, very good match starting right off the bat. We got MkLeo, the MK boys, against Momo and Coringa, Meme and Joker.
We've seen them earlier. This Yoshi-Samus duo can wreak a lot of havoc here, but they are fighting the, what is it, the perfect duo that Mexico has to offer. Yeah, Mexico, if you were to put him in a word for doubles, it's MK. Big Boss, Leo, they have been dominating the doubles scene all across the world, all around the world, and Mexico is no exception. But I don't doubt that these two competitors with Yoshi and Samus have something different to say about that matter.
Yep. Oh, very, very conscious of the way that they're attacking. Yep, we see them finally. We see Leo actually loses the first stock, goes in for the down smash right there from Pyra. And that down smash is bad. Like, it's terrible. But we see up smash immediately coming in from Big Boss. And it's like, your down smash is bad, bro. Like, you gotta use these kill moves. You gotta use these kill moves. And that's exactly, like, look at how they're playing. Whenever we see one player trying to recover, they leave them be because what they want to do, they want to gang up on the player that's on stage. That's the MK duo specialty.
Yeah.
And that's what gives them that's what gives them results. We see MkBigBoss actually lose a stock for the first time right here within the set, and very, very going often. Ooh, that force smash
They love that.
Lethal, bro.
See, they love that combo.
Power of the Aegis.
Big Boss with the grab, and then Leo looming behind with the Aegis of fire with a forward smash. You know that you're about to lose the stock. There's nowhere you can run to avoid certain death. And just like that, it is going to put Joker with his Samus into an extremely dire situation. Even though Leo is also struggling quite a lot, at least in the edge guarding department, he still managed to survive. I'm a little surprised that Meme dropped dropped the edge guard on Leo. He just went back to help his brother Joker.
Stock difference.
Right, but still, I mean, Pyra and Aegis have a very telegraphed or rather exploitable recovery if you just challenging a little, and I think Yoshi is the perfect candidate for these kinds of instances. So that's why specifically I am a little surprised that he didn't commit to it. At least at this point, Big Boss very close to losing that stock, but he's currently the one tanking every single thing, every single stock for Red Team.
Right, and of course, you can see that they're a little bit rattled, right? But that doesn't stop them from going all the way towards the heaven to stop Big Boss dead within their tracks. Taking that stock, and this is even, bro. This is even regarding stocks right here. We see, ooh, the attempt of the up smash right here. We see right there exactly that. Very well done. That's Joker out. And that's going to be a bit of a problem right here. Goes in for the up air. Not quite going to get it. See it again. No air dodge. You got to be, of course, cautious right here. The air mobility, once again, carrying Mehmet right there as he's unable to be hit. That forward air, not quite going to be enough. Pyra comes out once again.
Nice.
That jab, that's enough, my friend. Once again, the Aegis are here, and they're here to stay.
Yeah.
This is the power of the Aegis.
Yeah, looking really good. The Big Boss MkLeo combo with the Aegis. Earlier, was it? It wasn't Pyra and Mithra. What was it earlier? Because I had bad memory. Was Leo on Pyra and Mithra as well?
I don't know, bro.
With Big Boss when they fought Alan and Waka?
I think so.
Was it Pyra? I'm not entirely sure. I could be mistaken, but yes, at least here it's working flawlessly. Lots of pressure, and of course, you know, they got those kill confirms with Rob's grab and Pyra's forward smash. You know that your stock is going to be absolutely demolished.
Right, heading into game 2, my friend. We got green team against the red team. Los Hermanos Ochoa on the right side. And look, now it's Kalos.
I like Kalos.
I like Kalos too. It's a very, very nice stage. You know, upper hitboxes, an upper blast zone that is going to be a little bit better. Oh my God, did Mehmet just edge guard Leo just as if it were anything at all? Very, very well done.
Joker.
And of course, Joker, sorry about that. You're right. And now we see Leo started without a stock.
The thing is,
and he was gone.
The thing is that Memes Yoshi was also edge guarding a Big Boss. Of course, Rob will make it back home every single time. It's really hard to make sure that that the edge guard happens. We've seen it a couple of times with Andrik. I'm sure you guys will remember that mythical set, the legendary set that they shared in Wave Dash 2023. But just like that, a forward smash is going to send every single competitor off stage. Of course, Samus will be the only one who manages to survive such a devastating blow. Still holding on to that first stock, and red team already on their second.
Yep, especially right here. Now it's Joker, actually the one who's going in right here. Ooh, that could be it. Is able to save them. That's the dash attack coming in from MkBigBoss. It's exactly what he needs. We see the change right here to Pyra. And of course, ever so cautious. We see the up tilt. That's exactly what he needed. That's Joker down. He still has 2 more stocks. That force smash is very laggy, but the knockback, the pushback that it has on shield can sometimes mess up those punishes, and that's exactly what Leo bets on right there with that force smash. And now we're heading into another situation in which they're just simply a lot of stray interactions that start stringing themselves together to a point where the damage starts to rack up so much that that's when the kill confirms start to pass on, just like we see Leo taking a stock down now.
He's swatting that gyro away. Of course, Pyra will deal huge amounts of damage. Even Samus, being the heavy character that she is, will struggle to survive. Gets a charge shot and manages to land it on BigBoss. Now both of red team are on their last stock. Gets the gyro, the robo arm on the ledge of stage rather, and that is going to bring things slightly closer. Still quite skewed towards green team, who's currently holds Leo against the ropes over 100%. You know that whatever touches these Aegis, you know that she's about to lose the stock.
Gotta be, of course, ever so cautious. That's one of the drawbacks right here coming from both of these characters, right?
See.
Of course, that's where BigBoss comes in and tries to save him as much as he can. Try to be the one that takes the hits, especially right here. We see Meme just being
the wall.
Juggled
the wall
bit.
again.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going for. It works especially well whenever we see one player remaining, because it becomes so difficult for them to be able to play around it. But now at high percents, they can just going for it. Exactly that. Now we're gonna be seeing it once again. This is gonna be the wall of projectiles. Maybe it doesn't work as well because of Kalo's platform. Doesn't matter. Gets it back here, 1-1.
Nice. You absolutely love to see it. These competitors still have a lot to offer, even though against what we like to call the arguably best double teams that Mexico has to offer, or at least that has been the case for the longest time. We have 1-1 on the scoreboard. Definitely a solid pick. Carlos certainly working out in their favor at this point. They were able to do the wall in a very different configuration. They're against the ledge, right? Platform layout can't afford them to just hold either side, but that was actually what caused them to struggle, to cause Leo and BigBoss to struggle to find a good opening. Now let's see if the stage counterpick allows them to change that result that we just saw.
Starting off once again, Pokemon Stadium, my friend. That is one of these stages. Now they did use it as a counter pick, so that's something to take into consideration, especially right here with these platforms that can enable kills a little bit earlier, because that extra height that they allow for both of these characters, I think that, you know, can be exploited much more coming from both Yoshi and Samus rather than Pyra, Mithra, and Rob. So, of course, you got to be ever so aware of this. Look at the damage right now BigBoss has already, and it seems like he's going to take a little bit more of that forward smash that doesn't quite kill, but that gives them a little bit more stage control, and now we're just going in for the juggles as much as we can.
Now watch out, because you know that Rob off stage is going to be extremely effective at taking stocks, and just like that, he manages to take Meme's first stock, that Yoshi, struggling to get out of the pressure that Rob can put out, specifically BigBoss's Rob. You know that he's such a great opponent to do exactly this, pressure you, to make sure that you made a mistake off stage, and he's going to punish you for it. Of course, every single time a grab comes out, you know that Leo will be ready to find a killing blow with the forward smash.
You know the vibes, my friend. We know them for a fact. And it's interesting, you see, because we don't see 4 characters within play right here. We actually see 5. Pyra and Mithra are both within the contention.
And the gyro.
Yeah, of course, in the gyro. We see 6, right?
See?
But what I want to talk about is a little bit more about Leo's execution regarding the Aegis right here. Whenever they start getting into higher percents, we see, of course, the change right there. Like I mentioned, we want to kill, let's change into Pyra. We want a little bit more of pressure, something that can give us a little bit more of less breathing room, so we can start choking them out in these subtle situations. That's exactly when we see the Mithra come out right there. And now we see that Mem is, you know, still holding on to that stock as it should be, but still ever so cautious of the imminent fire that can burn this dinosaur alive.
Also, Leo switching up his game plan really, because earlier he was just like the support role for a big boss to just go in. Leo being ready to go for the smash attacks after every single grab, and he's still doing it. But in this particular instance, Leo is being extremely aggressive, way more aggressive, at least if you compare it to the previous game. Now he's staying more Spyra. He is switching to Mithra sometimes. Just, I mean, you said it perfectly. Try to suffocate, try to break distances, but he's opting to stay with Pyra, knowing that he can just throw forward smash, random smash attacks, and they will work. They have been working. They've been providing him the opportunity to just take stocks left and right in this third game.
You got to be, of course, ever aware that look at what right now. Why isn't he changing into Pyra? Because Meme could exploit him with no problem, that recovery, and of course that's going to give them a little bit less advantage. Right now he's the one that's taking those stocks, so it has to be Big Boss, the one to go in, go on the offensive right here, and that's exactly what we see. This is what I was mentioning. Big Boss takes that stock, and now it's a 2v1 with Leo with the new one. And that's what they wanted. Now he can comfortably change the Pyra, as he knows that Big Boss, any situation, is going to be taking exactly that.
No way.
Was I telling you, he's still alive though, but that option select that is ever so good for this team.
Now watch out, because Pyra, Pyra is out, knowing that Leo can just... you knew. You knew it.
Funk. Oh man.
It hurts.
It hurts.
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, like it's... But I mean, man, you gotta learn to laugh at those type of situations. I mean, it just happened. What are you gonna do about it? You know, take that L, laugh it off, get into the next game. We see a game 4 coming up next, Zerk, and there's not gonna be any changing characters. I can picture that right now. Not even a change within stage. Straight into Pokemon Stadium 2.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting decision here. Of course, if Leo decides to stay with the same game plan, this could mean a whole lot for the siblings here. ¿Qué pasó?
No.
For the siblings here who are actually struggling to find an opening here where both of them are being aggressive this time around. Of course, Leo takes a step back, doesn't want to rush it, basically feeling the ground, right?
Yeah.
While being a little bit more cautious as he goes. But as soon as he gets an opportunity, especially with Mithra, he will try to suffocate you to the best of his ability. At least so far, we see a lot of damage being dished out to that Samus.
Especially right here, once again, we see Mithra come in straight as it can be, because we see that they want to start forcing those choke points once again. They want to make sure that they're suffocating within the offense. Now we see Pyra come out once more. A little bit more firepower is required, and Leo is very cautious whenever he has this character out, especially because he knows that within a moment's notice he could be taking out. Ooh, we see the stage spike that.
What happened? He got stage spiked?
Yeah, he got stage spiked by Leo with the chroma dust.
Oh wow, unfortunate. Yeah, I mean those instances where they're basically scrambling to get something out, to get out of harm's way. Of course, the amount of pressure off stage is undeniable from all of these competitors. Look at Mimit trying to find a spike there, or maybe even a shield break with a ground pound. That could have been absolutely devastating as well. It is Green Team who's currently holding a bit of a very small lead, but if they manage to make the most out of it at this point, they could prove, and they could take us to game number 5. Of course, those ground pounds, even though they're menacing, they are missing their mark. But every single trade of damage that this Yoshi is putting out is just allowing Green Team to find themselves closer into breaking this gap in the scoreboard.
That's what they're looking for right here. We see Mimic go down. And now Big Boss is the one that is within very high percent. I'm sorry, it's Joker. Sorry, once again. It's Joker, the one that went down. Meme in very, very comfortable situation with those two stocks, especially as he goes in for that up air. And now it's up to Leo to fend off for those couple of seconds. And you know those seconds are eternal whenever you're waiting for your teammate to respond, especially after a star KO. But that pressure must not be much on one of what could be potential performer right here for best in the world. But right now, of course, going in for the offense, no problem right here. Joker goes in for the forward tilt, caution right here against Leo. Goes in for the upper, not quite going to be able to get him off right there. Scares him into his shield. Not able to punish much off of that down throw coming in right here from Big Boss. The dash attack once again, Meme going whiffing that fair. Now forced to recover. Big Boss trying to go for the back air, but they're able to take Leo out. But just out of the stage, not quite too much. Prominence Revolt, that's enough. That's that level 1 that's so needed.
There you go, Meme. Yeah, it was Meme actually who came back in extremely aggressive. Things are looking really good for Green Team at this point. Big Boss being very close to losing that stock. They just need a good confirm. I don't know how Joker managed to recover there after a high Big Boss is out. So that means that the siblings will fight Leo on his own. We're going to see a lot of Mithra in this instance, where really all you need to know about this matchup in particular is that you want to stay mobile so they can't catch you. But it doesn't matter because they can fight you from afar. They can fight you from up close. And either way, you're in absolute danger. Just like that, el cabezazo. Great forward smash. Nos vamos a juego 5.
2-2 game 5 situation coming forward right here. The Ochoa brothers, my man. They are on fire right here, facing off against potentially one of the best teams in the world, in Mexico currently as well. And they're like, you know what? Sometimes you just need a little bit of brother synergy. You know for a fact that, I don't know if you have any cases, for example, over in Tijuana, right? But there's cases all around the world of two brothers that go in, start competing, and they have phenomenal results overall because they know and understand each other so well that it translates impressively over on their gameplay.
Yeah, it's basically like a sixth sense, right? They can feel each other out. They can perform without even communicating that much. And let's be honest, Big Boss and MkLeo, they're basically brothers, right? Yeah. So they have it as well. But in this case, you could even add up or argue that, hey, it's genetics, right? They're actual siblings, so blood-related siblings. So it might help a little bit. We're going back into the action. This is game 5. This will determine who will keep on moving. Is this, who will be sitting in winners finals? The stage for this fray is going to be Town and City. Those ever-moving platforms will certainly mix up whatever they thought was working. In this case, they fall. First of all, they can't do the wall this time around, or at least not as effectively. So
they can only do it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Because the platforms are going to start, of course, going to cause something right there. But we already see, Joker
Snipe.
taking a very, very early loss right here. 30 seconds into the game, and he's already out one stock. And only that, but Meme is also very, very damaged right here.
Yeah.
So, of course, caution is the name of the game. But it seems like they know that for a fact. And starting off this game 5 can be quite difficult, so they need to start looking for ways to even this up. And I think that the way that they would do it is actually trying to tackle the bull by its horns, take down Leo before he can start, snowballing.
Fortunately, Leo goes in with Pyra, goes for the aggression, knowing that he can maybe find a good opening for to take a stock, and that's exactly what he does. Pyra's not quite out. The Aegis still survive. Big Boss still survive, even though everybody is in extremely high numbers. It is currently Joker whose last stock shows up. Very unfortunate for the green team, who's currently struggling to get MK team off their first stock even. Leo still surviving over 130, and this is not looking pretty for the Yoshi and Samus team. They could bring it back. They steal Big Boss's stock, and just like that, things are relatively close in a blink of an eye.
Right, exactly. Ooh, right here we see just a bit of nair combos here and there, trying to go in as much as they can. The air dodge coming in from both of the players that were stuck within the up tilt. And now we see Joker loses that stock, and he's forced to take Memes.
Yep.
Now this is a 0. percent situation. Now,
I know.
hey,
I
hey,
know.
hey, hey,
Oh.
hey!
No.
No way!
No way!
No way!
Oh.
Oh, I thought they were gonna take him down almost immediately. Playing around here like a ping pong ball.
No
No, drop
way.
in. They dunked him straight into the Shadow Realm. The Ochoa brothers, they fought so well, my friend. They did everything that they needed, but in the end, the synergy coming from these two players, the MK duo, is phenomenal once again.
Absolutely undeniable. These competitors are absolutely insane. You know that once they get you, you're gonna be bounced back and forth. Very unfortunate that Big Boss and Leo couldn't get the clip. They were almost there, but I mean, at least it ended on a spike. I'm a sucker. Spike. I'm addicted to. So I think that's the perfect way to end it. Great game 5. Great display from the Ochoa brothers. They show that they have a lot to offer, and even though they're not as active as we'd like them to see, or at least not in the
General vicinity,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Mexico
That's basically where they're stuck in the region, basically.
And imagine if they win out, bro. Like they just went toe to toe against MkLeo Big Boss, and you know that's why Meme was invited over there to Reta, because he's a very, very brutal fighter. Like we of course in unison with Joker, of course they make a phenomenal duo, lethal at that. But you know that's what we were mentioning a moment ago. I don't want to sound too repetitive about it, but invite Mexican players out, please, please.
Do it.
I beg of you.
Yeah, they absolutely deserve a shot. You need to get yourself a competitor that's not only fierce, but they're also great sports.
Yes.
They're